Okay. So last week we have started the discussion on life cycle. Last Sunday, 7 to 10, we had the first session. Today I will be taking session till 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, depends upon the topic. And I will be teaching you solution design. So last week we had discussion about understanding the discovery phase of RPA. This week I'm going to talk about solution design and technical design. So mainly I'm going to talk about three documents today. So these are the different pages of a quick recap. These are the different pages of a RPA life cycle. Discovery phase. Last week we had the discussion about discovery phase. Discovery phase purpose is to study, understand the in-scope business process, identify the so which use case is better, identify which use case is better to automate, what is the percentage of automation benefit. So these points we discussed in last session. These points we discussed in last session. Today I am going to continue with other phases. Tell me, do you have any questions on discovery phase? This is the phase we discussed last week. So today I am going to complete the RPA life cycle. I will take session till 6 o'clock. No, it recommends. So today I want to explain you the remaining phases, especially the next phase of RPA life cycle. Solution design phase. I am very much interested to discuss today. Build and test phase. Anyway, you are developing the scripts, you are attending the RPA tools classes. I am not so much interested about build and test phase. Mainly I am interested about discovery phase and solution design phase. Okay, so in our RPA process classes, we have divided into three sections: life cycle, architecture, and projects. Life cycle, architecture, projects. So last Sunday and this Saturday, life cycle. Tomorrow and next Saturday, architecture. Sunday and next Saturday, projects. That is how we configured weekend batch. And I will take fourth weekend for any miscellaneous topics. Okay, so very clear weekend batch. Last Sunday, I started life cycle. This Saturday, I will complete life cycle. Tomorrow, I will start architecture. Tomorrow, 7 to 10. Next Saturday, I will complete. Next Sunday, I will start projects and resume preparation. Next Saturday, I will complete. 3 weekends. Fourth weekend will be, weekend means Sunday, Saturday. Last Sunday, this Saturday, 1 weekend. Tomorrow, next Saturday. That's how we divide it. Fourth weekend, miscellaneous, your doubts and answers, interview questions, any additional topics. That is all about the weekend RPA concepts batch, September month. Okay. So, any questions on discovery phase? No, we'll continue the discussion to uh, solution design. We'll continue the discussion to solution design phase. Okay. Uh, let's explain you. So first of all, now the time is 3:20 till 4:20. I will give you, theoretical overview about solution design, technical design, process design. So this is my main agenda of the session today. So solution design is little bit difficult topic in life cycle, because actually who will involve in solution design phase, who is responsible to do solution design in real time. Solution phase will be done by solution architects, technical architects, in collaboration with process architects. RPA developer role in solution design phase is very minimal. You may not involve in solution design phase. You may utilize the output of the solution design phase. You may utilize the output of the solution design phase. You may not involve in solution design phase. Only technical architects. There is a separate role called technical architects. They will involve in solution design. But so why we are discussing here to get end-to-end knowledge on the RPA lifecycle. To give you end-to-end knowledge on the RPA lifecycle only we are discussing. Right? So I will conduct 1 hour theoretic session, 1 hour or 2 hours of case study also will discuss a practical approach. Right? First of all, so let us understand what we do, what kind of activities we do in solution design phase. The solution design phase importance is to assess the process, identify automation potential, and detail out to be the process. One clear cut difference between discovery phase and solution design phase. Discovery phase, we do high level analysis on the process assessment, whether this process is suitable to automate or not. In solution design phase, you know we do detailed analysis on the process. So detailed analysis on the process at keystroke level, at each step level, is one objective of the solution design. Because so after solution design only we give estimations. After solution design only we propose the estimations. So solution design phase is very important. So solution design phase, one of the aspects of the solution design phase is where we document detailed technical design. In solution design, we are going to document detailed technical design. In solution design, we'll discuss, acceptance criteria of the client. What kind of solution client is expecting from us. We propose a solution and we ask client acceptance also. The key outcomes are this solution design is an activity name, process stage, it's one activity in life cycle. The key outcomes of solution design are three documents, three deliverables. Three deliverables. Number one, process design. Number two, solution design, SDD. Number three, technical design, TDD. Process design document, solution design document, technical design document. These three are the outcomes of RPA solution design phase. Solution design is the activity name, process name. It is one step in life cycle. What are the outcomes of solution design phase? Three deliverables. We published three deliverables in solution design. One is process design, solution design, then technical design. So mainly process design, solution design, technical design. Even you can create some test planning, solution design, implementation plan and all. The main outcomes are three components. Mainly, at least you should understand these three are the outcomes of the solution design phase. Number one, PDD, process design document, SDD, solution design document, TDD, technical design document. In few projects, they combine, TDD is a part of SDD. In some of the projects, TDD is part of the SDD. Or you can separate it. I will tell you each document purpose. These are the three deliverables of RPA solution design phase. These are the three key deliverables of RPA solution design phase. So let me go see if you feel any point is important, please note down. Okay, some of the handouts, this handout will give it to you. So this will give to you some documents, we may not give because of confidentiality. So core team who involves in solution design phase. Core team involves in solution design phase are, so operations team are subject matter experts from the process, solution architect and automation team. Automation team means we involve in this phase, automation team. Generally who involves in this phase? Operations team, solution architect and the third one is automation team. automation team. Okay, so build phase, how to deploy and all, that will be taken care by our development classes, but mainly we focus on, solution design phase. This is the just a definition of solution design phase. Now I will show you process design template. Process design template. So before going to discuss process design template, let's have a discussion on solution design more clearly. So as we discussed now, quick recap and discovery. So discovery phase is helpful to determine the applicability of RPA tool in client environment, capability of the RPA tool, automation complexity, automation percentage. These points already we discussed in last Sunday. Now what is the definition of solution design phase? So discovery is a high level assessment, whereas solution design take the process and break into process steps. Solution design take the process and breaks into process steps. Understand the complete end-to-end flow of the process. Happy path means end-to-end flow of the process. You clearly understand the screen flow. Have a more detailed discussions on the exceptions. Do more detailed analysis on the logic, and what are the different variations in the process stages. So this kind of information, we discuss in, solution design phase. Here you see what is the objective of the solution design phase. The objective of the solution design phase is create PDD document by capturing the details of the process at keystroke level. Create to be solution design document, create detailed technical design document, and obtain the sign off from all the stakeholders. These are the four activities generally performed during the RPA solution design phase. If you are a fresher in this room, this is enough. Remaining 2-3 hours are for experienced people. Solution design లో ఏం జరుగుతుంది? For expecting a definition, this is your answer. But I have to explain each document, and I will give case study. You have to do that stages. So if you are a fresher, 2017 passed out, what are the RPA life cycle stages? Discovery, solution design, build and test, UAT, go live. What is discovery phase? Identifying the right use case to be automated. What is solution design phase? The outcome of solution design phase is, preparing PDD, SDD, TDD. But if you want to go with experience, RPA leads kind of thing, then we need to have more information. That information we'll discuss. So now you got the clarity, right? How many documents we are going to discuss now? PDD, SDD, TDD. So what is PDD? What is the process design document? So these are the sections of the PDD document. What is the objective of the process? What are the different systems which are in scope, which are in out of scope? Format of inputs, type of inputs, process upstream and downstream, process performance, exceptions. See, in one way I can say this is the input document to prepare SDD. PDD is, one of the first stage in SDD. You divide into four activities. SDD, four stages. One is PDD, second one is SDD, third one is TDD, final sign off. Till preparation of the PDD, process architect will help our technical architect. Once PDD is finalized, then no need of the there is no process architect role. సో ఎప్పుడైతే పీడీడీ అనేది ఎంతవరకు ఉంటుందంటే, పీడీడీలో అంటే మన ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాసెస్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్ ఎంతవరకు ఉంటాడంటే పీడీడీ ఫైనలైజ్ అయ్యేంతవరకు. వాట్ ఈజ్ పీడీడీ? డాక్యుమెంటింగ్ ద ప్రాసెస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మోర్ డీటెయిల్డ్ కీ స్ట్రోక్ లెవెల్. PDD లో ఏ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఉంటుందంటే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద ఆబ్జెక్టివ్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్రాసెస్, in scope, out of scope, format of the inputs, type of the inputs, process upstream and downstream, process performance and exceptions. So these are the different type of sections in PDD document. Okay. What is solution design then? It is extension to PDD. Out of entire process, we can define it is extension to PDD. Out of entire process, so we can define automation percentage, what parts can be automated, what parts cannot be automated, what parts can be continued manually, existing process versus RPA solution, to be flows, and after automation how your project will be, to be scenario, how automation will be done, how. Now you may got confusion. What is discovery? What is solution design? What is discovery explains what to be automated. Solution design explains how to be automated. There is no confusion. Discovery phase explains us what to be automated. Solution design phase explains how it to be automated. Discovery phase explains about problem statement. Solution design provides you how to solve the problem. This is not specific to RPA. Even if you go to Java project also, the same definition continues. Any project, analysis means problem statement. Design means solution. So how it will be automated? See this point. This is the main purpose of the solution design phase. Solution design phase provides information about how automation will be done. What parts cannot be automated remains manual. How exceptions will be handled. How exceptions, what kind of exceptions we have, discovery, how exception to be handled, design. And estimation model, how automation starts, how automation starts, how automation ends, what are the risks, what are the risks. So all these are the activities of solution design phase. So what is the purpose of the solution design? I'm expecting a definition. So solution design document is extension to PDD. Out of entire process, we can automate. How we do automation. Just a second. Hello. ఈ రూమ్ లో ఏసీ పని చేయట్లేదు. ఏసీ ఆన్ చేశారు రామాంజనేయులు. ఏసీ ఆన్ చేశారు, ఇది చేంజ్ చేయాలి. లాస్ట్ టైం కూడా ఇదే ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది. Okay, what parts cannot be automated remains manual. How exceptions will be handled. Estimation model. Okay, even I will try to simplify because it's a theory class. You may feel bored. No, I will try to simplify it. Solution design ante, let's say our company got a project. We got a project. We decided to automate 10 use cases. We decided to automate 10 use cases. How much time we need to develop the scripts? How much time we need to design the flows? How much time we need to deploy? సో ఒక ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేయడానికి టోటల్ ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది అనేది డిఫైన్ చేసేది ఎక్కడ? సొల్యూషన్. దట్ ఈస్ నెంబర్ 1. నెంబర్ 2, ఓకే, హౌ మెనీ రిసోర్సెస్ ఆర్ రిక్వైర్డ్? ఒక ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఓకే 3 months టైం. we decided 3 months టైం. హౌ మెనీ రిసోర్సెస్ ఆర్ రిక్వైర్డ్? ఎంతమంది రిసోర్సెస్ వర్క్ చేయాలి? అందులో ఎంతమంది డెవలపర్స్ ఉండాలి? అందులో ఎంతమంది ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్ ఉండాలి? అందులో ఎంతమంది మేనేజర్స్ ఉండాలి? 3, how many licenses we need? 4, what is the budget? టోటల్ ఈ ఆర్పిఐ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ చేసినందుకు టోటల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ కాస్ట్ ఎంత, ఇవన్నీ మాట్లాడేది సొల్యూషన్ డిజైన్. మెయిన్లీ ఎస్టిమేషన్, స్టాఫింగ్, ఆర్కిటెక్చర్, estimation, staffing, architecture, resources, these kind of activities will be discussed in solution design. So this is the solution design process in RPA project. In RFP, what do you mean by RFP? Request for proposal. So request for proposal, client will give us the RFP. In request for proposal, client give list of processes to be automated. In PDD, detailed steps are documented. In PDD, detailed steps are documented. 4 roles are involved in preparing the solution design: project manager, technical lead, process architect, technical architect. For every simple project, 41 man days. How you say? So first of all, there is a criteria. There is a criteria which architects follow. I will give you high level, what kind of estimation we follow. So there is a process called onboarding process. It is one process which we decided to automate. How many number of applications we have? 3 or 4. Application 1 is Java. Application 2, applications based on Lotus Notes. Application 3, Adobe Flash. Application 4, Outlook. Okay. So like this, we measure for each process, there will be a score. Based on this, we decide whether it is a simple automation or complex automation. So there is an estimation model. So here you can see complexity score for the process is important in preparing the solution design. How complex our process is, how many systems we have, see the parameters, how many number of applications we have. Like this, architects consider so many points. They decide the complexity of the process automation. Based on that, they propose how much time we need to develop this project, how many resources we need to work on this project, and how to automate this project. What is solution design phase? Which explains how to automate, which explains time schedule, which explains staffing, which explains budget. These are the different activities in solution design. See, based on the process is decided as, so this has one medium process, two complex processes. Total how many processes we have? A sample. So we got 3 processes from client. Out of it, how many are medium? 1. How many are complex? 2. So how many FTE are currently working? 300. After automation, how many FTE we can take out? 54. What is the automation potential? 300 by 54. 18% take out. How many licenses we have to take? 18. ఇది చెప్పేది ఎవరు? సొల్యూషన్ డిజైన్. అది ఎలా వచ్చింది అనేది ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్కి ట్రైనింగ్ ఇస్తాం. ఈ నెంబర్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది? Who decided it is simple process? Who decided 54 FTE we can take out? Who decided automation percentage? Who decided number of licenses we need? ఏ ఫేజ్ ఇవన్నీ ఏ ఫేజ్లో జరుగుతాయండి? ఇవన్నీ సొల్యూషన్ డిజైన్ ఫేజ్లో జరుగుతాయి. All these activities will happen during solution design phase. Even I will tell you, these activities also. Here you can see, processes can be automated 3, existing FTE 300, FTE automated 54, potential. So FTE per process. So how much time is required for solution design? 3 weeks. How much time is required for build? 9 weeks. So how many people we need in onshore? Okay, so this kind of information is required. Even here you can see, project manager, Implementation. What kind of activities will be done during implementation? Low level technical design, code ready, test scripts. These kind of activities will be done in implementation. Solution design. See, initial phase discovery. So discovery phase ఎవరుంటే సరిపోతుందండి, ప్రాసెస్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్, టెక్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్. కానీ సొల్యూషన్ డిజైన్కి వచ్చినప్పటికి ఎవరెవరు ఉండాలి? ప్రాజెక్ట్ మేనేజర్, టెక్ లీడ్, ప్రాసెస్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్, ఆటోమేషన్ ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్. What they do? Solution design, process design, technical, robot sizing, license. So robot sizing means licenses, how many licenses are required. Then project goes to implementation phase. Then the next phase, that is implementation. In implementation, what happens? What are the various activities in implementation phase? So these are the various activities in implementation phase. Low level technical design, code ready, test scripts. But currently, very few projects in entire world which are doing RPA project with this complete process. Very less, very few. Generally, they are giving one process document, step by step screenshots. They are giving to RPA developer, asking them to do a POC. These kind of projects are happening, but very few projects like HSPC, Nokia, they are giving end-to-end processes for automation. They are asking us to do discovery, design, development, and all. So who will decide? Here you see whether this is very simple or medium, very complex. Total how many employees are required. See this line, project managers. First line you can see here, project manager. How many project managers are required? 0.6 project managers. That means one project manager full time is not required. But how many developers are required? How many testers are required to work in a RPA project? This is called giving solution design. ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఎంతమంది డెవలపర్స్ ఉండాలి, ఎంతమంది టెస్టర్స్ ఉండాలి అనేది కాంప్లెక్సిటీ ఆఫ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఆటోమేషన్ మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. అసలు మనం ఎన్ని ప్రాసెస్లు ఆటోమేట్ చేస్తున్నాం, వాటి కాంప్లెక్సిటీ ఏంటి, దాన్ని బట్టి డ్యూరేషన్ ఎంత, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రిసోర్సెస్ ఎంతమంది ఉండాలి, ఇవన్నీ కూడా డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం, ఇవన్నీ డిసైడ్ చేయాలి. Here even you can see one more important see in cost also they have given implementation cost. So onshore లో implementation cost ఈ 3 ప్రాసెస్ ని ఆటోమేట్ చేయడానికి ఇన్ని డాలర్లు అవుతుందంట, $141. And here you can see Blue Prism training and setup. So onshore DLP cost, onshore travel, so offshore DLP cost, so project implementation cost, governance model. Excuse me, you can discuss after the class. Project management cost, so this is the total cost breakup. So total this they decided this project cost is see here including everything it is three lakhs $20,000. So $320,000 project. For how many processes automation? 3 processes. This is one live project we have done. I have taken the screenshots. మీరు అడుగుతారు సార్ ఈ డాక్యుమెంట్స్ అని పంపించేయచ్చు కదా అని. ఇవి మా కంపెనీలో మేము ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసిన ప్రాజెక్ట్ డాక్యుమెంట్స్. నాకు కూడా ఒక లిమిటేషన్ ఉంది, మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. ఇఫ్ యూ ఫీల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ అంటే నీట్గా బుక్ వేసి ఇవ్వడానికి ఈ అమీర్పేటలో లాగా నేను గూగుల్లో ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి రావట్లేదు. సో నేను ఎప్పటికీ చేయలేనండి, నాకు కొంత లిమిటేషన్ ఉంది. సో మేము రియల్గా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేసిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మీకు ఇది యూస్ఫుల్ అవుతుంది అనుకుంటే నేను టైం ఇస్తాను, నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, సో టోటల్ ఎంత కాస్ట్ అవుతుంది ఇవన్నీ అంటే, సో సీ హియర్ ఆన్ షోర్ కాస్ట్, ఆఫ్ షోర్ కాస్ట్. సో టోటల్ దిస్ ఈజ్ యునో, సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆన్ షోర్ కాస్ట్, ఆఫ్ షోర్ కాస్ట్ 47 lakhs, 4 lakhs 7,000. This is the total cost, $47,479 euros. So tell me answer to one question: what are the different costs involved in developing RPA project? What are the different costs involved? ఒక ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మన క్లయింట్ వచ్చి ఒక ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఇచ్చాడు. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ కాస్ట్స్ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ ఇట్? ఒక క్లయింట్కి మనం ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేయాలంటే టెల్ మీ డిఫరెంట్ కాస్ట్స్ అసోసియేటెడ్ విత్ ఇట్. Tell me different costs associated with it. What are the different costs associated to deliver RPA project? Number one, implementation cost. We need developers. We need developers. We need project managers. We need architects. Implementation cost. Two, license cost. Three, infrastructure setup. Infrastructure cost. Implementation cost, licensing cost, infrastructure cost, implementation, license, infrastructure, maintenance cost. Some new changes, we may get new changes. These are the four types of costs involved in RPA project. ఏ phase ki ante how much cost is required for implementation, licensing, infrastructure, maintenance? Who will decide? Architect. What is the phase? Solution. Architects will decide. The phase name is solution design. That depends upon different parameters. One is number of processes and complexity of the process. Number of process and complexity of the process. How you define complexity of the process? Process assessment, which we discussed last week. And I will give you complexity calculator also very soon. As I said, total I will take 4 weeks. Fourth week miscellaneous concepts. అంటే ఇంతకు మించి అడ్వాన్స్ టాపిక్స్ అక్కడ మాట్లాడుతాం. Hope you got a basic idea as a solution design lo em jarugutundi, what happens. Okay, so total project cost will be decided, employees and their how many employees are required week wise. If it's a 3 months project, first week how many developers are required, second week, third week, fourth week wise breakdown of the employees. So first week lo ఎంతమంది ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఉండాలి, సెకండ్ వీక్ లో ఎంతమంది ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఉండాలి, థర్డ్ వీక్ లో ఎంతమంది ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఉండాలి. This even at that level your architects will design, prepare the design. See, during design phase how many project managers are required? What do you mean by 0.2? That means one full-time project manager is not required, so that he can work on multiple processes. One project manager can manage multiple RPA projects. Build and unit testing phase. So build phase how many developers are required? See, 2 developers. Okay, so in UAT phase how many developers are required, how many project managers are required? Who will prepare all these activities? So architects during the solution design. So PDD, SDD, this information will be in SDD. Staffing, budget, schedule. Staffing, budget, schedule will be in SDD. Process definition, process in scope, out of scope, exceptions, everything with more details in PDD. Staffing, budget to schedule, SDD. Architecture will be in TDD. Architecture will be in TDD. Total. So what we do in a solution design phase? Three things: PDD, complete process information; budget, schedule information; architecture. How it can be automated? How it can be automated in TDD? TDD is part of SDD, solution design phase. TDD is also part of the solution design phase. ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ని ఆర్పిఏలో చేయాలంటే ఎన్ని లైసెన్సెస్ కావాలి? ఎస్డిడి. ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ ఎలా ఉండాలి? టీడీడీ. కంప్లీట్ ప్రాసెస్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ పీడీడీ. ఎంత బడ్జెట్ అవుతుంది? ఎస్డిడి. ఓకే, ఎంతమంది రిసోర్సెస్ కావాలి? ఎస్డిడి. టైం ఎంత కావాలి? ఎస్డిడి. 3 months ప్రాజెక్టా, 6 months ప్రాజెక్టా? ప్రాసెస్ మీడియం కాంప్లెక్సా, సింపుల్ కాంప్లెక్సా? పీడీడీ. పీడీడీని బట్టి ఎస్డిడి. దెన్ టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్. Technical design is a graphical representation of how we are going to solve the problem, how we are going to automate. So let's discuss about TDD also theoretically. Then we will try to do one case study. How we develop the technical design. Once the solution design is ready and contract approved by the customer, means client, the process architect role ends, except the change management process. What do you mean? What do you mean by change management? There will be the changes in the process, except the change management process. Technical team job is converting solution design to technical design. Input to technical design document is solution design. Solution design ki input enti? Process design. Technical design ki input enti? Solution design. So these are the different stages in solution design. So these are the different stages in solution design. Client provided solution design prerequisites, then PDD, then SDD, then TDD, final sign. And those are the sections of the technical design. These all are the sections of the technical design. For you, let's say your role is RPA developer. For you, technical design is input document to build the script. Technical design is input document to build the script. ఒక ఆర్పిఏ డెవలపర్కి ఎస్డిడితో పెద్దగా పని లేదు. అంటే పని లేదు అంటే పెద్దగా నీకు ఉపయోగం ఉండకపోవచ్చు రియల్ టైంలో. కానీ ఏది చూసి మీరు కోడ్ రాయాలి? టీడీడీ. ఏం చదివితే అసలు మీరు ఏం ఆటోమేట్ చేస్తున్నా అర్థమవుతుంది? పీడీడీ. దేన్ని బట్టి కోడ్ రాయాలండి? టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్. సో టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్ డాక్యుమెంట్ సెక్షన్స్, దిస్ వర్డ్ డాక్యుమెంట్, these are the sections of the technical design, and I am going to explain you each section. Later I will show you the live also. So first you note down the sections. So section 1, please note down technical design document sections. Technical design document sections. Number 1, document access control. Number 2, object model. Number 2, object model. Number 3, data. Number 4, blue prism external object. Number 5, technical details of the object. Number 6, object integration. 7, known system exceptions. 8, unknown system exceptions. unknown system exceptions. 9. Management information requirement. Management information requirement. 10. Operational and deployment requirement. Operational and deployment requirement. 11. Process continuity. Process continuity. 12. Data policies. Data policies. 13. Security. 13. Security. 14. Assumptions. 14. Assumptions. మీరు చిన్న చిన్న ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ కాకుండా ఒక బిగ్ ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్లోకి వెళితే మీకు టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్ ఇచ్చి అందులో కొన్ని కాంపోనెంట్స్కి మీతో కోడ్ రాయిస్తారు. So let us discuss about these sections for next half an hour. Let us discuss about each section theoretically first, then we will do the case study after the break. Okay. Right. So one of the important section is, in these sections, one of the important, let's discuss few important sections. Object model diagram. See, first section is not so important. Document access control means version number of the document. TDD version 1 changes, TDD version 2, TDD version 3, who created the TDD, who approved the TDD, all these things will be in the first section. Document access control. Document access control. So that is a common section for any document in the real time. డాక్యుమెంట్ యాక్సెస్ కంట్రోల్ అంటే ఎవరు టీడీడీ క్రియేట్ చేశారు, ఎవరు అప్రూవ్ చేశారు, ఎన్ని వర్షన్స్ క్రియేట్ చేశారు, వర్షన్కి చేంజెస్ ఏంటి, ప్రజెంట్ లేటెస్ట్ వర్షన్ ఏంటి. సో అది నేను మాట్లాడదలుచుకోలేదు. సెకండ్, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్. So object model is, see, before going to discuss object model, you understand the definition of TDD once again. The purpose of the technical design is any developer can build robot without taking any own decisions, should not get struck. Example, should not get struck. Example, where to store passwords. Example I have given. For example, you are developing a script, you are automating a process. One step is go to Outlook, log into Outlook is the step. So where to store Outlook user ID password? If it is not clearly given in the technical design, developer may store in a temporary database, which is going to create a lot of security problems in code review. So always it is better to give a technical design so that developer follow technical design to build the script. So technical design break down one big process into sub process. For example, see this. I have one big process. The process is contact Outlook, get data from Outlook to work queue. Contact, get data from work queue and give it to target application. So this is actually one step. This is actually one step. The one I highlighted, it's an example, it is one step. But to prepare a effective technical design, what we are doing, we are going to break down this into two steps. So we are going to break down this into two steps. Sub process 1, sub process 2. Here you see the diagram. So AW is a process name. It's a web application. It's one web application where bot 1, here you see two bots. Here you see two bots. Bot 1 extract the data from web application, put the data into queue. Bot 2 extract the data, see this arrow mark, extract the data from the queue and load it into Outlook. Load this process to Outlook. So always, it is better to divide into sub process. See, process 1 data extraction, process 2 data processing. So data extraction means Bot 1 extract the data from Outlook, load into queue. Bot 2 get the data from the queue, load into the Outlook. So it is better to maintain one disaster recovery bot, one extra bot for any hardware crash happens for maintenance. If bot 1 is down, another bot can work on behalf of the bot 1. Right? Like this is called object model diagram. Divide your process into sub-processes. So write down, so draw a graphic, give a graphical representation how each sub-process should work. ఒక్కొక్క సబ్ ప్రాసెస్ ఎలా వర్క్ చేయాలి అనేది ఇవ్వాలండి. దాన్ని ఏమని పిలుస్తున్నారు? ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ డయాగ్రామ్. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, డేటా ఎక్స్ట్రాక్షన్, డేటా ప్రాసెసింగ్, 2 సబ్ ప్రాసెసెస్. ఇప్పుడు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ డయాగ్రామ్ ఉంటే మనకి ఈజీనా కదా కోడ్ డెవలప్ చేయటం? ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఈజీ. See, what is sub process 1? Data extraction from application to Blue Prism. AWE అంటే application name అది. What is sub process 2? Data processing in AWE using Blue Prism queue. డేటా ఎక్స్ట్రాక్షన్కి ఒక ప్రాసెస్ పెట్టాడు, సబ్ ప్రాసెస్ రెండు కలిపి ఒక ప్రాసెస్ అది. సబ్ ప్రాసెస్ 1 ఇది, సబ్ ప్రాసెస్ 2. So any questions on object model? This is important section in technical design. What do you mean by object model? Object model ante enti? What is object model? What is object model? That is the discussion. What is object model? So this is the definition of the object model. So here you can see the directly example. Any questions or any confusion? Object model. At least remember 5 sections of technical design. No need to by heart everything. What is technical design? Because you can, in resume you can mention that you have good exposure, good knowledge on preparing the technical design. That you can mention in the resume. You have good exposure, good knowledge on preparing. At least I have knowledge on technical design. Yeah. We have a question from Aman Kumar. The question is, for each process we have data abstraction. No, it's not data abstraction. It is data extraction and data processing. So see, that depends upon the process. So you understand the process step, break down into sub process. What the process is doing? Is it extracting the data? It is loading the data? It is monitoring the data? Based on that, you can define multiple sub processes. This just I have taken as an example, so that you understand what is object model. మీకు టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్ ఇచ్చి అందులో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ క్లియర్గా ఇస్తే స్క్రిప్ట్ డెవలప్ చేయడం పెద్ద విషయం కాదు. ఆర్పిఏలో కోడ్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అంటే స్క్రిప్ట్, అది డెవలప్ చేయడం పెద్ద టఫ్ కాదు. ఎప్పుడు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ ఉండాలి. ఇప్పుడు మీకే తెలియాలండి, ఇప్పుడు ఆర్పిఏ డెవలపర్ కోర్స్కి లీడ్స్ కోర్స్కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే, డెవలపర్ ఏం చేస్తాడు, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ చూసి కోడ్ రాస్తాడు. లీడ్ ఏం చేయాలి, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ బిల్డ్ చేయాలి. ఇది ఇప్పుడు మన దగ్గర క్వాలిటీ దాంట్లో 2 కోర్సులు జరుగుతున్నాయి, డెవలపరు, లీడ్. ఇదే డిఫరెన్స్. కొన్ని కేస్ స్టడీలు ఇచ్చి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ బిల్డ్ చేయమంటే అది లీడ్స్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, ఆబ్జెక్ట్ మోడల్ చూసి బిల్డ్ చేయమంటే డెవలపర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ డౌట్, వీ కెన్ డెవలప్ వాట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ బాట్? We can develop, you are not developing any bot. First of all, you are developing a task or a script which is going to be deployed in the bot, so that bot can execute the task. Bot is going to execute the task. Bot is a software where you develop the automation script, deploy in the bot. Your bot will execute the script or task, or it will do process automation. Anil Kumar, something, you have a gap, so we'll discuss offline. So can I move on to the next section? Hope it's clear. Object model ante enti? Right. The third section. So this is what I'm talking. Access control means this section contains document handling guidelines. Object model means this section contains object model diagram. So depicting the data extraction and the data processing. The next section is data. So object model we discussed. The next section is data. What do you mean by data? This section contains input data, work queue, environment variables, session variable, and output. Okay, so while developing the script, you know how you are handling the data. Are you assigning any data to variable? So how many types of variables you are working with? ఇప్పుడు మీరు బ్లూ ప్రిజంలో ఒక కండిషన్ ట్రూ అయితే ఒక సెషన్ వేరియబుల్లో లేకపోతే ఒక కండిషన్ వేరియబుల్ను అసైన్ చేసి డేటా దానికి మ్యాప్ చేసి ఆ వేరియబుల్ని ప్రాసెస్లో యూజ్ చేస్తాం. సో the section contains input data, how many work queues we have, environment variable, session variable, and output. This must be defined in the data section. So let us see, here you see an object, you know, so here you can see an object information. So this is the object name. What actions we are going to do? Launch and login. What is the input details? Username, password. Username is text, password is password variable. There is no output is required here. Like this for each object, you know. So object basic actions, customer details. How many actions we have? Attach, get customer details, account number. So input details is account number. It has to be declared as a text. And output details are title, first name, last name. Like this information has to be clearly defined in the data section. What is the object? What is the action? What is the input data? What is the output data? Action and input data, output data. So basic actions ఏంటంటే launch, login, logout, navigate, return to main menu, exit. వీటికి కావాల్సిన డేటా ఏంటి? యూజర్ నేమ్, పాస్వర్డ్, డెస్టినేషన్. అలా కాకుండా కస్టమర్ డీటెయిల్స్, అటాచ్, గెట్ కస్టమర్ డీటెయిల్స్. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద యాక్షన్స్. So any process you try to understand like this. You prepare a document like this before going to automate. Before going to automate, at least you prepare this document. So you will understand. So what is the uh, so what is the object name? What is the action name? What is the input? What is the output? Then it is very easy to develop a automation script. So you prepare object model diagram, you clearly prepare the data sheet like this. So that what type of variables you have to declare in writing the code. What is the data type of the each variable you are declared. So this information will be more clear to you. Then so some of the other information like external objects, technical details of the object integration. So let us continue discussing. First we'll complete understanding in a theoretical way, then we'll do the case study. So sometimes you need to understand, known exceptions, unknown exceptions. See this. Technical details of the object means, so this section describes reusable and standalone objects and their design instructions. Object design instructions, technical details of the object. So technical details of the object means, so as we discussed, so is it a reusable action? For example, login, it's a repeatable action. So in your team, the total process is divided into sub processes, but multiple times your different processes requires the same login. So what are the reusable, reusable scripts you are going to build? While developing the reusable scripts, you need to follow some instructions because that script also being used by other developer in another process. ఇప్పుడు మీరు స్క్రిప్ట్ రాస్తున్నారండి, if that is not a reusable process, that is not a reusable process. If it is not a reusable process, then matter over. I mean, you may not follow coding guidelines, it is okay. But if it is a reusable script for login, logout, navigate, attach, upload, monitor, these are some of the reusable scripts. You need to follow the standard instruction so the script which you build can be used by other developers in other process execution, which reduces the time of build development. This section contains details of the integration, workflow between objects used in the automation. So as we discussed, there will be sub-processes. In end-to-end automation, the code written for each sub-process has to be integrated. The code written for each sub-process has to be integrated. Exceptions. Again, exceptions are divided into two types. One is known exceptions, second one is unknown exceptions. Known exceptions and unknown exceptions. What do you mean by known exceptions? Known exceptions contains information about, for example, so yeah, object integration means, yeah, object integration means you have built a script for login. Your other developer has built a script for logout. So how the work will be assigned? So different objects will be developed by different developers, but in the end-to-end workflow, so these objects has to be integrated. How these objects has to be integrated? That information will be mentioned by your architect in object integration. Complete process flow will be mentioned there. Complete process flow means first you log in, then navigate, then upload document, then log out. But you have built only script for login. The other three objects built has written by other developers. How this has to be integrated? There will be some common guidelines to follow. Object integration guidelines. So similarly, the exception section contains information about two things: known system exceptions, unknown system exceptions. Example for known system exceptions are, one is examples for known system exceptions are invalid data, network latency, connection dropout handling, accessibility of the file system is not given. Invalid data, network latency, connection dropout handling, accessibility of the file system. These are the considered as the known system exceptions. Examples. If it is a known system exception, how bot has to respond. Unknown system exception means this section contains details on how to handle unknown exception, virus alert, system maintenance alerts, browser add-ins, display resolution. Please note down examples for known system exceptions. Known system exceptions: invalid data, network latency. నెట్వర్క్ లేటెన్సీ అంటే ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు స్క్రిప్ట్ రాసావు, ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే వెబ్ నుంచి డేటా ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేయాలని ట్రై చేస్తుంది, బట్ అప్లికేషన్ లాంచ్ అవ్వలేదు, ఇంకా ఇంటర్నెట్ స్లోగా ఉండి అప్లికేషన్ లాంచ్ అవ్వలేదు. అప్పుడు మీ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఏం చేయాలి? అలా కాకుండా వైరస్ అలర్ట్ వచ్చి మీ స్క్రిప్ట్ బ్లాక్ అయిపోయింది, వైరస్ అలర్ట్ వచ్చింది, అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? అది అన్నోన్ ఎక్సెప్షన్. సో నోన్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ అంటే ఏమొస్తాయండి? ఇన్వాలిడ్ డేటా, నెట్వర్క్ లేటెన్సీ, connection dropout handling, accessibility of the file system. Accessibility of the file system. Accessibility of the file system means your script is trying to get the data from so and so Excel sheet. That Excel access is not given to you. Bot has not given that folder access. ఒక ఫోల్డర్లో డాక్యుమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఆ ఫోల్డర్ యాక్సెస్ టూల్కి ఇవ్వలేదు. అప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? హౌ బాట్ హ్యాస్ టు రెస్పాండ్. దీస్ ఆర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఫర్ నోన్ సిస్టమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్. అన్నోన్ సిస్టమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? సో వైరస్ అలర్ట్, సిస్టమ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ అలర్ట్, బ్రౌజర్ యాడ్-ఇన్స్, display resolution. ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఎక్స్పర్ట్ అని ఎవరిని పిలుస్తారంటే హూ కెన్ అనలైజ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్, హూ కెన్ రైట్ ఎఫెక్టివ్ కోడ్ ఫర్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్. అయితే డెవలపర్ జాబ్ ఎప్పుడు సింప్లిఫై అయిపోతుంది, ఈ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ ఎలాంటి ఈ ప్రాసెస్కి ఎలాంటి ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ రావచ్చో టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్లో ఇచ్చేసారనుకోండి, ఆ ఎక్సెప్షన్ ఎలా హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలో కూడా ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. సో దట్ యువర్ జాబ్ విల్ బి ఈజీ. Any questions on exceptions? Seventh section, exceptions. Then one more point is, management information requirement. Management information requirement means reporting. So reporting, what do you mean by reporting? Reporting ante, so reporting means daily I want to see and process execution summary. I am the manager for this bot. I want to see process execution summary. I want to know robot utilization details. I want to see process execution summary, robot utilization details. Process execution summary చూడాలి అంటే ఇట్లాంటి ఈ రెండే కాదండి. I want to see different reports. I want to check bot performance. I want to check bot average handling time. I want to check how many times bot failed per day. How many exceptions bot handled today. All this information I want. So what kind of reporting we need? Management information means reports. Then operational and deployment requirements, how to deploy the code, how to support the bot, process continuity. For example, one bot is not running, so how to how other bots will execute. Data privacy is, so security, assumptions, all this information has to be documented. Most important information is object model diagram, technical details of the object, system exceptions, reports. These are the most important. Object model, data, technical details of the object, exceptions, reports. Exceptions and reports. Object model, data, technical details of the object, system exceptions and reports. Any questions? Reports అని చెప్పాను కదండి, మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అంటే రిపోర్ట్స్. Management information means reports of the bot. Example, bot execution time. How many tasks are executed by bot per day, per hour? How many exceptions bot handled? Okay, these are the some of the points. Assumptions means based on what assumptions we are proposing this estimation. So in any kind of assumption is nothing but see, while giving estimation, while giving design, we will go with some assumptions. Example 1, your source application should be available 24/7, then only my estimation will be true. This is the assumption we have taken. Number 1, you are going to set up this bot in 64 GB RAM server. Assumption 2. Assumption 3, if bot fails to handle any exception, bot will send an email to common Outlook. Assumption 3. So these kind of assumptions has to be clearly documented so that it will not create any confusion between development team and architects and client. So what are the sections of the technical design? I'm telling you, Very few projects in entire world which are following end-to-end process. Yeah, data policy. Data policy means how Blue Prism is storing the data. How Blue Prism is storing the data. Is it storing how the Blue Prism is storing the data, sensitive data like passwords. Example, if any RPA tool process my data, how it is processed the data, how it is utilized the data, in future I want to do audit. So all Blue Prism or automation your transactions has to be logged in a there should be a logging feature. So that in future if I want to do audit on the bot, I should be able to do the audit. So bot logs has to be maintained. So data policies, data security, privacy one in architecture class already cover చేశానండి. మీరు ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ క్లాస్ ఇంకా జరిగి ఉండకపోతే కొంతమందికి ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ క్లాస్లో కవర్ అవుతుంది. Data policies ante your RPA tool is going to handle the sensitive data like passwords, credit cards information, person age. These are the sensitive data. How Blue Prism is storing the data, how Blue Prism is manipulating the data, how Blue Prism is processing the data, how Blue Prism is extracting the data. For each transaction, logs should be maintained. So that in future if that your client wants to do audit on that, they can do auditing. So ఏ డేటా ఎలా సేవ్ అవ్వాలి, no soft copy, no hard copy, only notes. I think this is a beautiful statement. Then there is no problem. Aman, no soft copy, no hard copy. We'll share the screen. If you want, you can note down. So the actual answer is, if it is not sensitive data for me, I will share the soft copy. If it is sensitive data, so I will ask you to write the notes. Okay. So any questions? So just know these are the different sections of the technical design. We'll go with detailed case study. I will show you, one case study. So we'll try to prepare process design document, solution design, technical design. We'll try at least we'll try. No, it is not our job. I know that it is a little bit senior people job in the company. Your job is only to write the script by following the technical design. But let us try to. No, I will explain one project, a case study. I will show you the document. I will show you how they built PDD, how they built STD, how they built TDD. Okay, that is after the break. So you will be having a 15 minutes break, 15 to 20 minutes break. We will start the session from now. The time is 4:30. I will start the session from 4:30 to now the time 4:50. 4:50 to 5:50. I will continue the discussion on the case study. The same class will go with more practical approach. Okay, and tomorrow's schedule is tomorrow 7 to 10. I will be conducting tools comparison. Tools comparison, ఏ టూల్ ఏ సినారియోలో వాడాలి. సో డిఫరెంట్ టూల్స్ కంపారిజన్, టెక్నికల్ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్. సో రేపటి నుంచి సెకండ్ వీకెండ్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది మీకు. ఇవాళతో ఫస్ట్ వీకెండ్ కంప్లీట్ అవుతుంది. ఫస్ట్ వీకెండ్ ఏంటి, లైఫ్ సైకిల్. లైఫ్ సైకిల్లో ఏ పేజెస్ ఉంటాయి, డిస్కవరీ, డిజైన్, బిల్డ్ అండ్ టెస్ట్, యుఏటి, గో లైవ్. మెయిన్గా నేను ఏ పేజెస్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను, డిస్కవరీ, డిజైన్, బిల్డ్, టెస్టింగ్ అనేది మీకు మీ టూల్స్ క్లాస్లో మీరు యూ రైట్ ద స్క్రిప్ట్, యూ టెస్ట్ ఇట్, యూ డిప్లాయిడ్. సో ఇది మన ఫస్ట్ వీకెండ్. సెకండ్ వీకెండ్ రేపు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో వీకెండ్ అంటే సండే సాటర్డే సెకండ్ వీకెండ్ రేపు స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. రేపు ఏ టాపిక్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ టాపిక్. రేపేమో టూల్స్ కంపారిజన్ చెప్తాను, నెక్స్ట్ సాటర్డేనేమో ఆర్కిటెక్చర్ చెప్తాను. సో టుమారో టాపిక్ is 7 to 10 టూల్స్ కంపారిజన్. ఏ టూల్ బెటర్, ఇది మాట్లాడు. అది మాకు ఆల్రెడీ అయిపోయింది అనుకుంటే మీరు రావట్లేదు. ఇది వీకెండ్ వేరు, వీక్ డేస్ వేరు. 7 to 10 టుమారో మార్నింగ్ 7 to 10 సేమ్ రూమ్లో క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది, టూల్స్ కంపారిజన్. ఇప్పుడు కేస్ స్టడీ ఉంటుంది. here SAP classes are from 11 to 1 మీకు మెసేజ్ వచ్చి ఉంటుంది రాలేదా అంటే అందరికీ పెట్టలేదు కొంతమందికి పెట్టాము ఎందుకంటే సో బ్యాచెస్ వైజ్ పెడదామని చెప్పి ఓల్డ్ బ్యాచెస్కి పెట్టాం ఫస్ట్ సో రేపు 11 to 1 క్వాలిటీ థాట్లో ఎస్ఐపి క్లాసెస్ పెడుతున్నాం బేసిక్ ఎస్ఐపి ఫ్లో ఎందుకంటే ఆ ఫ్లోని మీరు ఆటోమేట్ చేస్తారు అది అందరికీ పెట్టలేదు ప్రజెంట్ రన్నింగ్ బ్యాచెస్ పెట్టలేదు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతారని ఎవరికైతే మేము ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చెప్పామో ఎవరికైతే రెజ్యూమ్లో ఎస్ఐపి ప్రాజెక్ట్ చెప్పామో వాళ్ళని పిలిచాం ఇంతకుముందు ఏంటంటే ఫస్ట్ 3-4 బ్యాచెస్కి ఎస్ఐపి ప్రాజెక్ట్ నేను చెప్పాను వాళ్ళు కానీ చూపించలేదు సో వాళ్ళు ఫేస్ చేసిన ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు అసలు వీడికి ఎస్ఐపి తెలియదు అసలు ఎలా లాగిన్ అవ్వాలి మాన్యువల్గా ఏం చేయాలో సేమ్ తెలియదు ఎస్ఐపి ఎప్పుడు టచ్ చేయలేదు ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఎస్ఐపిని ఆటోమేట్ చేసామంటే అవతల వాడికి ఎస్ఐపి తెలుసు అనుకో వీళ్ళు ఇబ్బంది పడవచ్చు అది కూడా ఉండకూడదని చెప్పి సో ఒక 2 వీకెండ్స్ ఎస్ఐపి క్లాసెస్ పెడుతుంది అది ఎవరు ఇస్తారంటే ట్రైనింగ్ ఎస్ఐపి అతను ఇస్తాడు మా కొలీగ్ అతనికి ఆర్పిఐ తెలియదు అతను ఏం చెప్తాడంటే ఎస్ఐపి ఎలా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకోవాలి ఎలా కాన్ఫిగర్ చేసుకోవాలి ఎలా లాగిన్ అవ్వాలి కొన్ని లైవ్ సినారియోస్ చూపిస్తాడు సింపుల్ సినారియోస్ అది మీరు మీ ల్యాప్టాప్లో చేసుకుని మీ బ్లూ ప్రిజంతో ఆటోమేషన్ ఇవేర్తో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకోవాలి అప్పుడు మీరు రెజ్యూమ్లో ఏ ఎస్ఐపి ప్రాజెక్ట్ పెట్టుకోవాలో నేను చెప్తాను సో ఆల్రెడీ కొన్ని బ్యాచెస్కి ఎస్ఐపి ప్రాజెక్ట్ చెప్పేసాం వాళ్ళకి ఫస్ట్ బ్యాచ్ కింద పెట్టాము మీకు నెక్స్ట్ వీకెండ్ ఉంటుంది నెక్స్ట్ వీకెండ్ కానీ తర్వాత వీకెండ్ కొంతమంది ఆన్ ఎస్ఐపి వాళ్ళు ఇంకెవరికి మెయిల్ పెట్టలేదంటుంది నేను పెట్టమని చెప్పాను ఇంకా పెట్టలేదంట సో మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ విల్ గెట్ నా ఓల్డ్ బ్యాచ్ అంటే మీరే కదా అప్ టు బ్యాచ్ కొంతమంది ఉన్నారు కదా మీరు అందరికీ వస్తాయి మెసేజ్ ప్రజెంట్ రన్నింగ్ వాళ్ళకి కాకుండా ఓల్డ్ వాళ్ళందరూ పెట్టమని చెప్పింది సో ఎస్ఐపి క్లాసెస్ చెప్పే అతను నా కొలీగ్ అతనికి ఆర్పిఏ తెలియదు ప్లస్ ట్రైనింగ్ కూడా ఎప్పుడు ఇవ్వలేదు నేను అతను ఏం చెప్పానంటే ఎస్ఐపిలో ఒక ఫ్లో చెప్పు వాళ్ళకని చెప్పాను తను ఏంటంటే ఒకేసారి ఒక 100 మందిని క్లాస్లో కూర్చోబెడితే ఇబ్బంది పడతారు అందుకని బ్యాచెస్ పెడుతుంది ప్లస్ ఎస్ఐపి కాదు కదా మన మెయిన్ ఇంటెన్షన్ ఉన్న అసలు అది ఒక ఫ్లో ఎలా ఉంటుంది టీ కోడ్ అంటే ఏంటి ఓకే సో హియర్ యూ సీ టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్ డాక్యుమెంట్ అండ్ సొల్యూషన్ డిజైన్ డాక్యుమెంట్ a sample I have taken the process here you can see the process monitoring of free treatment for BPL patients in private hospital Department of Social Welfare this is the case study we have taken this case study this is the objective of the case study this document contains detailed study of monitoring of free treatment for BPL patients in private hospitals, process for Department of Social Welfare for the purpose of implementing robotic process automation via Blue Prism tool. This document contains as-is process steps at a keystroke level and also to-be process steps for RPA implementation. High-level summary. So you will be understanding two things, as-is process and to-be process. High-level process summary. The first report, patient record, is received via email and it is in MS Excel format. The second monthly expenses report also comes via email but PDF format. SME keep monitoring Outlook inbox and extract the data on a new email arrival. That is step 1. High-level process summary. Step 2. The attachments from the email inbox are indexed in designated folders on a designated location by the department staff and processed one by one manually. Step 3. The processing involves entry of both types of information into two different modules of department's Windows-based information management system. సో ఫస్ట్ ఈ రెండు డేటా ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు ఏంటంటే అవి పేషెంట్ రికార్డ్ ఎక్సెల్ షీట్లో రెండవది ఏంటి మంత్లీ ఎక్స్పెన్సెస్ రిపోర్ట్ ఆల్సో వయా ఈమెయిల్ బట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ పీడిఎఫ్ ఫార్మాట్ ఈ రెండు అటాచ్మెంట్స్ని ఎక్కడ ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్నారంట? ద ప్రాసెసింగ్ ఇన్వాల్వ్స్ ఎంట్రీ ఆఫ్ బోత్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇంటూ టూ డిఫరెంట్ మాడ్యూల్స్ ఆఫ్ విండోస్ బేస్డ్ అప్లికేషన్. Once the data is entered into the system, the patient record files are archived securely because they contain personal information, and after the acknowledgement to it is sent after acknowledgement to the hospital is sent through an email. Report using a separate application is generated for management purpose. This is process summary. This is as is process. Now how we are going to automate your SDD will have the information to be processed. And I want to next section scope. What is scope? What is in scope for automation? Report data extraction from Outlook inbox and indexing of these files. Yes, it is in scope. Data entry to information management system. Yes. Archiving of the files. Yes. Report generation is not in the scope to be considered in the next phase. SDD. So solution design is one phase. PDD, SDD, TDD. So this information you can see here. See the third section, anchor applications include system availability. See this. Application 1 is information management system. It is an internal application, Windows based application which is developed for our company. Credentials required for Robo ID? Yes. Does it capture any captcha? No. Process step, so step 2. This is associated to step 2. MS Excel 2007, it is external object, Windows based. So credentials are required? No. So does it require any captcha? No. These two are associated with the step 2. So what is one more application? Outlook. It is also external application, Windows based application. So is credentials required? No. So captcha required? No. And this deals with step 1 and step 3. Outlook we have in step 1 and again in step 3. Adobe PDF, this is an external application, Windows based application, no credentials are required. So step 2. Eligibility calculation.dll, it is also internal application, it is built on .NET DLL. So this is associated with step 2. So these are the applications, either source or target. What are the applications? Outlook, Excel sheet, one internal application, okay, PDF, these are the applications. So this is the as is process performance details, you know. So treated patient reports from October 16, in October month are 72,000. November month 72, this is the volume, 7,22,000. December, this is the volume. Patient records, so expense reports, this is the volume. So before deciding is it simple or medium or complex automation, you need to understand the volume, process steps, applications. Applications, process steps, volume. Then average handle time. So report extraction and indexing for one email, it requires 1 to 1.5 minutes by human. Data entry 2 to 3 minutes. Archiving and acknowledgement 1.5 to 2 minutes. So what is the total average handling time per record? 6 minutes. If you automate this, it should reduce. Average handling time to be reduced.
So you calculation data and separate processing.
For that you have to become solution designer. That's what solution architecture. Here no, it's a manual process by observing. So for this no need of formula. Go to production system, talk to BPO employee, what they are doing. That's why always take KT for RPA and the production live system. Don't take KT on pre-production or testing system. If they are trying to explain you the process with the testing system, don't accept it. Go to live system. what they are doing human with the human. I mean, so both average. Is it clear? Fourth section. What we measured in fourth section, volume, average handling time. Fifth section. The first report, that is patient record, is received via email, and it is in MS Excel format. The email have a specific email subject line for the same. So this is the email subject. Hospital registration number, BPL list, week starting date. So like this you will get the email. The second monthly expense report comes in PDF format. This is the format. So we are automating mainly two reports, right? Patient record and monthly expense. Patient record is Excel, monthly expense is PDF. This is how you get the email from for these reports. So this is the as is process. Email inbox monitoring, save attachments. Okay, so is this kind of entry is present, then you go data entry into module 2, send acknowledgement, generate the reports. If it is not present, data entry to module 1 and archive it securely based on some decision. So how many decisions are in this process? One. If you have more number of decisions in the process, then process is difficult to automate. So this is called process flow diagram. So this is proposed RPA solution. How it to be automated? SDD. How it to be automated? What is the problem statement? How to be automated? Green color indicates steps in scope for automation. To be automation. Email inbox monitoring. Save attachments. So this decision. So all the steps can be automated except generate report. Generate report is manual intervention. So this is we have not covered. So remaining steps we are proposed to automate. So Blue Prism version 5.450 is proposed for the automation. So these are the requirements, software requirement. You need to install this MapEX Blue Prism add-on. Why this is required? Outlook. MapEX Blue Prism add-on is required for Outlook configuration. If you want to automate Outlook using Blue Prism, this MapEX VBO is required. So if you are already attending Blue Prism classes, there is some add-ons like MapEX, Auto Login VBO. There are so many Excel VBO, collection VBO, right? So hope you are aware of those things. So to enable Blue Prism and Outlook interaction, data extraction from email inbox is not possible. Impact if unavailable. Possible. .NET code you have to write. We have written. MapEX is not available. Still we can automate. .NET code you have to write. In automation anywhere, this is called Metabot. Why .NET skills are required? I want to automate without this MapEX. Write .NET code. But this is process according to tool. So why blueprint? So what you have to do to configure, run and monitor the automation solution. Automation, so if you, without having this Blue Prism, automation is not possible. Without having this add-on, data extraction from email inbox is not possible. Okay, this is the proposed architecture for the solution. So you have multiple runtime resources. We are going with the dev environment, UAT environment, and production. We put multiple Blue Prism runtime resources. Okay, so this will communicate with the application server through this port number. This I will cover in architecture class. Tomorrow we'll start architecture. So this will be stored in the database server where you have the interactive clients to develop the scripts. So మీరు control room అంటారు కదా, control room is client, it's not a server. Control room is client. Interactive client is client. So where you develop the scripts. These are the bots which you use it to execute the script. Dev environment, test environment, production environment. So these are the servers which receive the request from the clients. This is where we store database. This is the developing script, interactive client. Any confused? Say anyway, architecture for weekend batch from we start from tomorrow. So, but who proposed the architecture? SDD. Okay, this is architecture section. Then 10th section. This section describes system interfaces, prerequisites, dependencies, and assumptions for the solution. See, meet minimum system specification required by both Blue Prism and all target applications. So you need to install. Boss, this is the infrastructure you have to set up. This is the limitation of RPA technology. If you don't want to go with this, try to avoid automation. Don't go for automation. Your use case is not suitable. So fixed 1290 and 1080 screen resolution, Windows 7 operating system, SQL Server 2014. No, these are the minimum requirements. Physical machines must meet minimum system specification requirements. All the machines must have fixed resolution. Machine must have Windows 7 installed. SQL Server to create Blue Prism database. If unavailable, see, for example, I have so many clients. These all are my clients which are running in the real time. If these clients are not having same this resolution, then surface automation will not work. What is surface automation, we'll discuss later. That is not the scope of this class. So for example, if you are not having Windows 7, automation may not behave as I say expected. If you are not having SQL Server 2014 installed in your server, Blue Prism will not work. So all these things we have to propose to client. Network and connectivity. So internet access. Outlook requires internet connectivity for incoming emails. So target application connectivity. Connecting to SQL Server. There must be uninterrupted connectivity with the Blue Prism and database server. Because in our process, what is our process? We receive Outlook, email in Outlook, then upload to Windows application. So like this, in our steps, these are the minimum, network and connectivity required. We need connectivity to Blue Prism, need connectivity to SQL Server, and your application internet access is required to connect to Outlook. These things we clearly mention in the solution design document. We mention impact if unavailable. And this is the high level solution design. From hospital, we will get email. So all the list of the emails will be mentioned in the work queue. So with attachments, each email will be having attachments. Extract the data. So data work queue. So then entry the data, archiving, outbound email work queue. Acknowledgement will be sent to hospital. So this is kind of a object model, high level flow, high level solution design. So from hospital email, maintain the email work queue. This is the data work queue. This is the outbound final email we are giving to hospital. So this is kind of high level solution design. So how many Blue Prism? So finally we divide into 7 Blue Prism processes, 4 Blue Prism work queue. Email poller process will poll for a new email coming in. Second process index will fetch the attachments from the email. Third process will do data extraction and the save data into work queue. Fourth process archiving the files and send the acknowledgement using the outbound work queue. So this information you have to mention. This is called data privacy. Logging, data and system exceptions will be handled. Logging for all the Blue Prism process must be enabled, while for all the objects it must be disabled. So logging, is important. Data policies, data privacy, patient data must be encrypted. Regulatory requirement, patient data cannot be processed, transferred, stored or archived outside of the country. Data preservation, archival or following data will be done. Processing log, patient data must be maintained. So the archival must take place after every 3 months. This must be maintained in the logs, Blue Prism logs. Data integrity. So issue the information is unchanged from the source. You should not change the information. Business continuity and disaster recovery. It is better to maintain a passive active scenario, passive scenario. Suddenly main server crash, then it automatically it should be this application server should be connected to database server. అంటే బాబు ఇది చెన్నైలో ఉంది, ఇక్కడ కట్స్ వచ్చినాయి, ఇది పోయింది, ఇవన్నీ ఇక్కడ కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి, ఇది హైదరాబాద్లో ఉంది, ఇది ఆర్కిటెక్చర్లో చెప్తుంది. So we need to propose all these things. So each bank of 1 to 100 robots will be dedicated application server. ఇవన్నీ ఆర్కిటెక్చర్లో కవర్ అవుతాయి. Risk. So any change in the application is a risk. High volume is risk. Suddenly if we get huge volume, even bot also fail to handle, or it will affect the bot performance. So automation will stop. For example, if there is any changes in the application, automation will stop working or work incorrectly. So mitigation, change management and notification. Then bot will send email saying that it failed to recognize because application is modified. High volume. So scale up the setup. So high volume means system may perform poorly, slow అయిపోతుంది మన RPA implementation. So scale it up the setup. That is the mitigation. This can be an interview question if you put fake experience. What are the risks you have encountered in RPA? How the risks are mitigated? Please note down. Any risk. Let's say you are working in an RPA project. What can be the risks? What can be the risks in the RPA project? Main risk is changes in the application, changes in the landscape. Any changes in the IMS application, automation will stop working or work incorrectly. Automation will stop working or work incorrectly. Change management and notification. So what is the mitigation? Bot will send the notification. You need to write exception handling code. సో ఆర్పిఏ అంటే ఇంత ఉందండి. మనకు తెలిసిన ఆర్పిఏ ఏంటి? బ్లూ ప్రిజం ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయటం, కోడ్ రాయటం, అయిపోవటం. బట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ అంటే ఈజీ కాదు. సో చేంజెస్ ఇన్ ద అప్లికేషన్, హై వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ డేటా, సిస్టమ్ మే పెర్ఫార్మ్ పూర్లీ, స్కేల్ అప్ ద సెటప్. సడన్గా ఇప్పుడు మన పేషెంట్ రికార్డ్స్ పర్ మంత్ 1,70,000 రావాలి, సడన్గా 10 lakhs వచ్చినాయి అనుకోండి, ఈవెన్ బాట్ మే ఫెయిల్ టు ఆపరేట్. దెన్ వీ నీడ్ టు స్కేల్ ఇట్ అప్ ద సెటప్. సో ఆర్పిఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఎలాంటి రిస్క్స్ ఉండొచ్చు, వాటి వల్ల ఇంపాక్ట్ ఏంటి, మిటిగేషన్ ప్లాన్ ఏంటి, ఇంటర్వ్యూకి వస్తాం. రిస్క్, ఇంపాక్ట్, మిటిగేషన్ ప్లాన్. మెయిన్ రిస్క్ ఇదేనండి, చేంజెస్. మనం అంతా ఆటోమేట్ చేస్తాం, అప్లికేషన్ మారిపోయింది. ఎనీ bandwidth again it depends upon the volume of the transactions. Normal. See, currently employees are working. What is internet? The same applies to both. There is no specific requirement. Not required. Yeah, the same internet setup can support. So assumptions, IMS application users per robot will be created, so there will be a support team, test data will be provided, test environment will be set up. These are the assumptions. These things has to be given from the client. Client has to give the test data, test environment setup, Infrastructure to scale up the automation. Dedicated SME will be assigned who will be available 24 by 7 to address any business exception. These are the kind of assumptions. So a dedicated SME from the process will be assigned who will be available 24 by 7 to address any business exception. So this is kind of solution design, a sample solution proposal given to client. Okay, without estimations. Estimations are not given here. But even I will teach you estimation class also, but not immediately. I will teach you estimation class little bit later. I will conduct miscellaneous. Okay, 4 weekends kadani. 1 weekend life cycle, architecture, projects, fourth weekend advanced topics. అక్కడ ఎగ్జాక్ట్ ఎస్టిమేషన్స్ ఎలా ఇస్తారో చెప్తాను. సో నౌ విల్ గో టు టెక్నికల్ డిజైన్. యాక్సెస్ కంట్రోల్. So again process in